Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel, Sharon Smile. So this video, I'm going to talk about the CGI Federal website, like how do you create a profile for booking your visa appointment. If you're going for the first time, this is videos for you. So I'm going to take you a step-by-step process of filling it. Going to US, it's always nerve-wracking and exciting, and all this information will make you nervous, or you'll feel anxious. So this video is give you a little bit of a companion while filling out this form, so that you're not filling it on your own, or you have somebody filling it with you. So that's the idea behind this video, so that it helps you while filling out this application and put you at ease. Let's get started with the second process in filling out this getting the visa appointment, going towards this. Watch the video till the end to see the bonus option of how to make the payments. That is one of the very technical part. So keep watching. So this video I'm going to focus on H1B or L1 type of employment based visa. Pick your favorite browser, and if you search for US visa appointment, the first website that it will be pulling up is CGI Federal. It's a Salesforce website. So if you click it, you will get this landing page. Once you have this landing page, if you're a new user, brand new user, you have to basically click the new user option, and it will ask you to select your country. So I'm gonna select my home country as India, and I'm gonna give a valid email address. And I'm gonna give my name. Pick a password that you remember, because you might be using it several times. So choose the accept to the terms and conditions, and then give the capita. Once you submit it, it is going to directly take you to this landing page. So this is your brand new application, and it's gonna have no information in it, so just your username, password. So first thing I would say, recommend, or ask you to do is update your profile. So if you go here, it will have it will try to capture all the basic information about you. The first document that you need is your passport. So have your passport in your hand, then start filling out the details from the passport. You can fill out the information. So India, a country, is already populated from the information that we selected previously, and the passport expiration date. So it will be mostly 10 years. So it's easy for me to pick the option though at first, and I'm going to update the year to 2032. Right, so that makes it easy for me. Then I'm going to choose the date of birth. So I'm going to select October 28. Then the first name, last name is already filled. Then I can select my gender, and then I can give some Indian number which is accessible. So mostly, like nowadays, like we have only one mobile numbers. So I'll try to give one alternate number. So father's number or mother's number, or anyone who you can easily reach to get any information. But this phone number will not be used in most of the times. So but give a number that is reachable. Then you give the valid address. So it will be used when they are trying to mail in your passport after stamping. So if you're opting in for sending out the passport to you, right? Once you save this information, your profile is saved. So why I ask you to save this information is, so this information will get propagated to other places. So even before doing this, you would have filled your DS-160 ready, because for getting a visa appointment, the first information that you need is the DS-160. So the prerequisite for this is DS-160. So if you have not done a DS-160, please watch my step-by-step video of filling in a DS-160. you can go to my or go to my channel, and the previous video is DS160. You can watch that video. It's a little lengthy. Watch that video and fill your DS160 before coming here. So the valid US petition in order for you to get a visa Dropbox appointment. To start with, so you click new application, then you will be prompted with two options. So even before going there, quickly go through the instructions that you see here, so that you don't have to, if you have any questions, like you can keep your mind at ease. Okay, so the first instruction what they're trying to tell here is, like, before you enter the receipt number, ensure that the passport biodata DS160 information matches the US. So very simple idea is, while you're filling the DS160, I already told that you have your passport in your hand while filling out the information, or you have a soft copy of your passport side by side while filling out this information, right? Same thing applies here. So you have to exactly give the information which is given in your passport even here. So the first name, last name, all those things, like you copy paste from your passport and give it here. So that's exactly the point that they're talking about here, because once you submit this, then like modifying that information, or if you're canceling their appointment, they're not going to give you the money back. Like for the for booking the visa, you need to pay a fee. So that fee is not refundable. That is the point that they are trying to state here, right? So then the second point number A is, like, give a valid number and a email and the address, so that if they have to communicate at any point of time, for there are some exceptional cases, so that time it's easy for them to communicate, so that you get your communication in time, so that you can respond to it. The third information, the B point number B is, for minors, you need to carry a valid photograph. So for majors, like, so if you're going for the first time, they'll be taking a picture of you in the OFC itself, so you don't have to carry a picture. But if you are going for a Dropbox, yes, you have to carry a picture. That I'll cover in the later video. Each visa, okay, the third condition is very simple. This is for not for the new applicants, it's for the existing applicants. Of the family members qualify for the Dropbox and another one doesn't qualify, then don't club it together, you have to separate it. So for the new users, don't worry about it. So you have to you can just go with it. Like if you're adding a family member, you can fill in all the information and you can add your family member. The point number D is they recently changed made the visa Dropbox or the submitting the documents pretty simple. But this won't be applicable for the new users. So meaning, like, if you are going for the first time, you might have to go for the visa appointment. So you will not be dropping off the document later in the section. Like, so you'll be it'll generate a unique account ID, and that you'll be adding into your bank account to make the payment. So all they're saying is, like, delete it after you get your visa stamped in your passport. First step to get started here is a new appointment. So when I click this, this is a non-immigrant visa. So I'm going to select non-immigrant visa. So they are giving a disclosure that these days the visa appointments are getting delayed a lot. So be in the known that your fee is not going to invalidate in quite some time. So even if you pay your fee, you can utilize it from the country that you're applying for some more time. Immigrant visa, and when I click next, it is going to ask me to select the region within India. So there used to be local language speaking consulars available in the embassy, but I think now it's giving only the option of English. So I'm going to continue with that. Then you have to select the type of visa. So now that I'm going to cover only for the employment based visa, so I am choosing the option of employment based visa. Then when I click continue, it is going for the specifications of the type of visa. So here I'm going to choose H1, or you can even choose L1. So so these are other types of visa, so that I will talk about in the later videos. So the specification of each can be, you can read through this, so if you are H1 or L1 type of specialty workers, then you can simply pick your options. You already might know it if you're if with your petition, like what type of visa you are in. So either H1B or L1B are the specialty, and the dependents will go under L2 or H4. So you pick one of those options and go to next, click continue. And here that's it. So now it says that post of interview is Chennai. So like I said, like there is only 4 embassies. One is in Chennai, another one is in Mumbai, and another one is in Delhi, New Delhi, and another one is in Hyderabad, and another one is in Kolkata. So these are the 5 embassies that are available for in-person visa appointments. So when I click continue, then it is populating the page that I already mentioned. So this is the information that you see in your profile. So your information already you populated in your profile is already getting propagated over here, and it is getting auto populated. In order for you to create this profile, you don't need days 160 field, or you can create this anytime. But in order for you to finish this application, visa appointment application, you need 2 information, which is your DS-160, and another information that you need is your petition number. So I'm going to give some number, one dummy, one DS-160 number here. You have the petitioner's name, start date, receipt number, and expiration date. So this information you should be able to get it from your I-797 document. So like I'm going to pull a sample I-797. So you see the information here. So this is the petitioner's name is the one who is filing your, so it must be your employer. So then the receipt number, it will be right here, and the valid from and valid to dates will be right here or here. Both are the same. So if you're able to grab this information, then you'll be able to fill out this section. So if, let's say I'm going to call it my will look something like 25, and this is how it look. So once you fill in this information, so these are the vital information. So the DS-160 form here, and the petitioner information. So make sure you are giving this information accurate, and then continue. Right? So it's going to validate the DS-160, and it is going to then so you need to have a valid DS-160 form in order for you to proceed. Yeah, so it took this valid DS-160, and now it's time for you to add your dependents. So in order for you to add your dependents, add dependent button, it's going to pop up with your information. So for every participant, you need to fill your DS-160 separately. So it's a personal information, it's for every individual. So it doesn't matter whether you are going as a family individual. So every person should have their own individual DS-160. So you will give that number here, and you will fill all the information as per the passport here, and then it's pretty much straightforward. So all these so this information is auto populated. Otherwise, like the same, like you grab your passport, give the passport number, and give this information, and if you click save, your information will get added here. So I'm gonna give the same name, then yeah, it's gonna save this information, right? So then if you have kids, then you can add more details here. So that's all they need. So if you notice here, so it will not ask you for the petition number because it's they are a dependent. So if you're going for the first time, they will not have a I-797 form for on their own. They'll be primarily depending on the primary dependent. So that's why it did not ask for a petition number. So you have to fill in the other information, and you have to add. That's it. So now let's say if I click continue, it is going to ask you for a few questions. That gives them some more information. Also, they wanted to check whether you are eligible for a visa interview waiver, which is nothing but a Dropbox. They call it simply Dropbox, but otherwise it's called interview waiver program. So you don't have to go in person. So this will not be mostly applicable for the first timers, but let's you answer them properly and how does it work now. So do you have a US previous US visa in any visa class issued on or after your 14th birthday? So if you have a visa, maybe if you would have had a visa in a different category, then ideally you would have filled all this information before, meaning like you might not be creating this form for the first time. So though if you are filling it for the first time, then probably the answer is no. Then it's going to straight away take you saying that hey, you're not eligible for a visa Dropbox. You have to go through the visa interview. Then the next option that you have to select is how do you want the documents to be delivered. So will you be picking up from the consulate or the embassy, or will you be picking up from any of the authorized blue dot senders that they have. So when it comes to pickup, if you select one of the main cities like the consulate, so let's say I'm going to select Chennai. You're having two options. One is visa application center or the OFC center. So if you are choosing this option, then you don't have to pay any fee. But if you're selecting a different option like a Solingen blue dot, then you might have to pay 650 rupees. So you don't have to pay upfront. So while the document is getting delivered, only they'll collect this fee. The blue dot courier is going to collect the fee. So please have cash. So you have the cash ready so that you can do it. So the instructions for that is given here. So who is allowed to pick up, and what you need to carry your driver's license or some government issued photo ID. I think Aadhaar also should work. So you have to carry this ID in order for you to go and pick it up from a different location. Or if you would like to get it delivered at your home, then that's also an option that it will directly come to your home. So again, it's going to be the same fee. So if you select the option of premium delivery, then it is going to show you that. So here if you see the notes, here is one interesting thing that I read. So if you are living in a place where blue dot service doesn't serve, that means like you don't have the option of delivering it. So if you already know it, don't risk it. Just go with the option of the nearest pickup location and go and pick up your passport safe and sound. I am going to choose another option. So if I select Trivandrum, it doesn't give me the option of picking up from the consulate. It is giving me only the blue dot location. So if you select this option and if you say continue, then the next option is to make the payment. So I'm going to click confirm. If you say if you pick any of these options, it is going to generate your unique ID. So it is going to give you a unique your beneficiary name. You have to add it to, and you have to pay the fee. So here though I added two individuals, I think it is giving me 31,000 and 920. Otherwise it might be giving less, though you have two applicants. So the fee is 190 into 2 into the conversion rate is 84. So even though it's not 84, it's their conversion rate, so you have to accept that and you have to pay this total fee. Once you pay the fee, the receipt number will automatically populate here. Then if you click continue, then what it will do is it will give you a page for scheduling your OFC appointment. So you might have to schedule two appointments, one for OFC, that is for dropping off the documents. Second one is for having a direct interview. So you'll have two sections to do that, and then you pick your dates and then you submit it. Then it will give you a confirmation page. So with that confirmation page, you should be able to you should carry that confirmation page and go for the visa interview. Now now comes the option of making payments. So this is the very technical part where in which you pay for the visa interview. So you make sure that this is done correct so that you are not having any trouble with your booking of your appointment. So if you see here, the option that you see, the first option is the NIFT option. So if you go to the NIFT option, so this is the usual option that I choose. So it's I'll be showing you how to do it using using my bank account. So it will give you the IFSC code, then the account number, unique account number, and beneficiary name, and the amount. So this is one process. Then the next process is the IMPS option. Then it is going to show you the mobile number and the MMID, and I think this should be pretty straightforward and an easy option. So I'll be showing you how to do it using my bank account as well. And the third option is going to the bank and paying cash. So the procedure for that also is given here. So you have to take this reference number. Probably you might have the instructions are here. Probably you might have to take a printout. Then you have to follow the instructions here and make a payment directly in the bank. Let's talk about the first option of making payments. So I'm going to try the mobile MMID Visa fee. So I'm not going to proceed because I'm not going to make a payment. But I think yeah, once you proceed, I think it should make a payment directly straight away, because now in India we have the quickest mobile payment option. So I have never used this, so I don't know exactly how to recommend or how to comment on this. I always have used this option of adding the payee, so that's what I have done. So for adding the payee, we have to use the IFSC code, then the unique beneficiary ID, and the numbers. That's again also a straightforward option. So if you see here, yesterday I did add. So if you click add new payee and you go to the other add now and feed in all this information, and if you click next, so let me show you. Let me key in the IFSC code. Then if you click the payee name as payee name, you can again copy paste from here. $2022 just so that I can uniquely identify this as a what payment or what is the account nickname. Then the account number. From here you can't copy paste at ICICI Bank, so you have to type it. So I would say type it at TIER 5850 ER 5850. So the better option is to type the confirm payee number first, because it is going to show you in text, but if you start typing here, it is going to show you in dots. So my recommendation is type this one diligently, then you can just see this and type here and you can get it done with. When you click next, it is going to add it as a payee. Then once the payee is added, ICICI Bank gives a buffer of 30 minutes and then it will let you make the payment. So once you make the payment, it should get reflected into your CGI Federal website. Here it will automatically populate on both the users the next day. And once you have this page, then you can click continue, add to the next page for scheduling of your OFC appointment. And once you have, first it will let you choose the OFC appointment, then it will let you choose the visa interview appointment. So once you have those two, then you're good to go for the interview and get a visa stamped in your passport in order for you to travel to United States. Hope this helps, and thank you.